It is coronavirus day 371, and I bring you nothing but bad news. Why? So, we are above, in the high serious cases now 1,553, it was 1,508 yesterday. Yeah, this is becoming very serious. Yeah. 404 cases are from Toronto, 294 is from Peel Region, 176 is from York Region, 85 is from Durham Region, 85 from Durham Region, 80 from Hamilton, and 82 is from Ottawa. Yeah, these are all either in red or gray zone. So the other regions reported under 50. $15 deaths have been reported. So UK variants. Oh god. The UK variant is that I'm looking at a graph right now. They finally decided to show a graph this time. Is that 1,136, which is a +2 compared to yesterday. 47 South African variants, no change since yesterday, and unchanged, and 35 Brazilian variants, which is a +1 compared to it was going through the same number until it's now at 35. Oh god. So, I'm going to talk about something though. This is true for anyone who went to this restaurant in Kingston, Frontenac, Lennox, and Addington. The Kingston, Frontenac, Lennox, and Addington Public Health Unit is telling people who went to so Dr. Kieran Moore said that anyone who so there's someone who got tested positive with that Miss Bao Restaurant on Princess Street the night of March 13th, which is last week, between 8 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. So patrons who attended the restaurant between those times should monitor for symptoms, and they should go get tested immediately if any symptoms arises. So the restaurant, they uploaded on Facebook the management was alerted on Wednesday, and that a customer who had dined on Miss Bao on Saturday night had since tested positive for coronavirus. So the owners that decided to close the restaurant temporarily at the precaution. So any servers who dealt with the customer were ordered to self-isolate and to get tested immediately. The restaurant owners have advised all staff to get their test even if asymptomatic by March. So no staff had reported to get any symptoms so far after. So So the restaurant is opening on March 25th. So anyone who visited that restaurant should go. And let's focus on London, Ontario. Yesterday was St. Patrick's Day. So this was technically the second St. Patrick's Day where we had to deal with the coronavirus, and the London Middlesex Health Units at they're and the London police are like not happy about this. So a number of post-secondary students were like having a large gathering with initial infection that linked to Western University. If you don't know where Western University is, it's a university in London, Ontario. Yeah. Yep, and they made the news. So health officials said the outbreak was tied to told it was from some students there, and Adam Campbell, who was the general manager of Jack's, a downtown bar. He said that he was busy. The restrictions would allow on Wednesday. So he said everything went well as expected in the morning and afternoon rush, except for a large lineup that formed outside the bar more than 2 hours before the opening time. So he said that the early openers were scheduled to arrive at any time between 9:30 to 10 a.m. So when they arrived, we already had a large group of potential customers outside lined up. Some of them have been there before 9 a.m. So apparently, so even after they, Adam and the staff were like, setting up that procedures inside the bar, and so Adam was very disappointed to see, like, this is not like. So we've seen this happen in Vaughan, Ontario, and several other areas. So apparently those who lined up were not wearing a mask, nor were they staying 2 meters away from each other. So Adam, he literally had to have a staff, follow the line, and So it is a rule to that if you are like waiting to get in a restaurant or bar, you must. No, it is a regulation that you must wear a mask and stay 2 meters away from other patrons who are like trying to get in as well. So so Adam was not the only one who had to complain about this. Brown and Dickinson, a bookstore, that they closed for the day because. So on Twitter, they said we just closed our shop for the day because of the super spreader event happening down the block. Fortunately, clearly none of these idiots are our customers. They are not smart and do not read good books. Hashtag COVID. I hashtag I don't. Hashtag stupid. And these were all definitely students who were trying to get into the Adam Campbell's bar, Jack's, and of course, so she was the co-owner of Vanessa Brown. She did not upload that tweet like against the students or anything. So she posted that to she was aiming at students who were not following coronavirus regulations. So she said, it doesn't matter if you are a student or a worker or a parent or whoever you are, if you're gathering and with people and getting integrated and taking off your mask and starting a super spreader event, I'm not going to be happy with you. And if you're doing it right next to my business, I'm going to lock the door. So, however, there was one student who was from Fanshawe College, which is a college in London. So he said, Christopher Mathis, he said patios and restaurants were busy at the time, but that didn't draw any coronavirus concerns, and everyone was like keeping their distance in lines at the restaurant and so he felt pretty safe. And so there was some students who are actually thought smart, wore a mask, social distancing. So a third year student, Jay Drew, at Western University, staying at the Brodale resident, said several cop cars, police went by and kind of expected things could get more serious. If the police has to get involved. However, some students went smart and Let's look at Nathan Alessi. He said yeah, he had absolutely no St. Patrick's Day plans or anything, celebrations. And he said the neighborhood has stayed tame over the past year. So he said at the beginning of the school year, it wasn't as dead, just because of the coronavirus, I guess, with a bit less in the people's minds. So Ben Van Walling, a student, first year student, he said, yeah, he said you could. He spent the day on the Richmond Street home's front lawn, where also neighbors did the same thing. And he said, you can go to the bars, but it's not the smartest decision. Definitely can't go to the house parties and stuff like that. So we're just going to remain safe, keep it too close to our knit group of four, and just enjoy the day. We pulled our couches out. We're hanging out at our own house. You don't need to Uber anywhere. You don't need to buy drinks at a bar. You're saving money either way. Oh yeah, and there's a photo of students at a residence, 4 students sitting on a couch with a made-up sign saying "Honk, we drink." So technically, they were playing it safe. They stuck to their own. So Ben made a nice decision with it. With the residents' friends. Because there is nothing wrong with going out, but if you were going out for like in public for like and going out to eat or drink, you better follow the coronavirus regulations first. And if you break any of these, and oh yeah, you're technically making it worse for the people in London Middlesex region, and yeah. And just to recap, looking at it, London Middlesex region is yeah. Although I think there's a changes after a few days. It was originally in the red zone. And if anything gets worse, I'm looking at the coronavirus listings again. Who knows? As of next week, London Middlesex region could land itself in the red zone, or possibly it gets even worse. Gray zone. It will join in Toronto, Peel Region, and Thunder Bay in the gray zone. thanks for the students who played it safe. So so this is not like the first time where we've had college students and gather in large numbers. Let's look at I mentioned how in Peterborough students were having a large gathering and of Fleming students from the Peter Fleming College and Trent University, both from the Peterborough campuses. That they had large gatherings above 50. Peterborough was originally in the yellow zone, but was originally in the yellow zone, which made me jealous because I was in the Northumberland County, and we got stuck in the orange zone, but because of these students and they had large gatherings, and some were variant cases. This is why Peterborough ended up landing itself in red zone. So same punishment could happen for London Middlesex region if this stuff ain't dealt with. Because if you want to check the coronavirus regulations, look down below. I have it all down here. Because gatherings is the maximum, 10 people for green to orange, and zone, and red zone it is 5. So green to red for outside it's 25. For gray zone it is absolutely banned. So 730 people are hospitalized with the virus, minus 11. 304 patients in ICU, plus 4, not good. 186 patients in ICU on a ventilator, minus 4. I don't know if it's a PA day or anything, but they're not showing me anything about the long-term care home deaths. But to recap, cases at schools is above 10,000. Above 900 schools are being affected. Over 7,700 students are being affected. Staff is at 1,700 plus, and currently 31 schools are closed unless if anything changed. So please follow coronavirus safety rules and regulations, please. I don't care if you want to go going out for celebrating someone's birthday, please. Or maybe it's a special celebration day, or if you're going out for any reason, follow coronavirus safety rules, or otherwise you're going to make it for worse for those in your community, and then also in those in the area, then also in the region, and then it affects Ontario. And also please follow color zone regulations. We will find out if London Middlesex region switches color zones or anything like that. I will fill you up if it changed. Thank you to any students, university students at Western University, and college students at Fanshawe College who followed if they went out, they followed the rules, and those who decided to stay home, you all, thank you. Those students who didn't follow the rules, and if you actually read the rules, actually check the actual, like, this is like standard for every single color zone. If you're standing in line for anything, maybe to go shop, maybe to go dine, go drink, whatever, you must wear your mask at all times. Stay 2 meters away from all patrons and the customers at all times. And if the staff or whoever works there tells you, like, 2 meters, listen to them. And maybe you can listen to your peers as well, because I know, like, there are like very smart-minded people out there and who try not to break these rules. And if I have to recap the coronavirus safety rules again, wear a mask, wash your hands, sanitize your hands if there's no washroom or sink around, and stay 2 meters away from other people that is not from your household. That's all for today. I don't know if about long-term care home deaths or anything like that, or outbreaks. They didn't tell me. Please check. I'll check tomorrow.